What are we talking about?
What's up, True Feelings family? How you guys doing? Are you guys off for Cesar Chavez? Because you know what's going on with the whole Cesar Chavez. We was all concerned that we lose that holiday instead of being concerned about what this man did in the 70s. All of us felt guilty about that. However, we just wanted to keep the damn holiday. And we did keep the holiday. They just changed the doggone name. Y'all, let's get into Pumpkin before we get into episode 2. Thank you for your comments, y'all. Thank you for letting me know that this girl has now turned into a fangirl. She is a fangirl for $23.39 a month. She will strip down out of them grandma Walmart party panties and that Walmart bra. Like, I don't know. I had to look that shit up. I said, wait a minute. Let me go and just look this up. And the first thing I see that pop up is this girl on the internet with these big ass, they wasn't even brand new grandma panties in this damn bra that she all got from Walmart. You could at least got some shit from Marshalls. Don't ever buy a bra from Walmart, especially if you got big titties. I'm just trying to see what she wanted. First, let me say this. Kudos for having body positive. Love your curves. Love your imperfections. Love everything about yourself. However, with TV, you're not paying these people enough money where they got to go and put their ass all on the internet. Like you would think she's been on the show for 10 years. She wouldn't have to go this route because she should be able to own her house at this point. That's just what I'm thinking. She'll live in California. She's been on the show for 10 years. I'm not even sure what in her head made her think, you know what, I think I'm going to turn into a damn fangirl. Now, the kicker about it all is, my last video, my first video for episode 1, sat there and told y'all it was over. Because on Google, there was a whole little spread that her and homeboy was over. Are they? Because everything that I looked at was 2025. But then when I see this fangirl, and I find out the boyfriend, is okay with what she's doing, like he probably taking the pictures. I'm pretty sure he's the one taking the pictures. I don't care how in love Pumpkin is. Mullet Head is there for a whole come up. That's my opinion. He is there for a come up because a real man, a real boyfriend, your husband, let's just put this out there. Please put it in the comments. If you married, you got a partner or a boyfriend, whatever. Would your partner, girlfriend, boyfriend want you to have it's all over the internet? My husband wouldn't. He don't want nobody seeing what he laying with and what he working with. My husband wouldn't do it. So the fact that he's okay with it, he don't give a shit about her because that's not the mother of his child. That's Josh, baby mama. So Motherhead could care less. He's making money off this, and like I said, probably taking the pictures. But what man want their wife or girlfriend on fan club showing all their ass? Because if you're a real man to me, you're going to go out there and get another job to make sure you take care of my ass. But we see what he was rolling with. He was rolling in a bucket with no interior at the tip. Okay, so we see how he living. And as far as I'm concerned, and I'm just making shit up, she probably taking care of his ass. He probably living a good life. He in her nice home. Because I know Pumpkin got a better car than what they have. He in her nice home, just living good. Just living good. And she's probably loving every minute because it's a new relationship to her. So I guess they still together, y'all. And he is her photographer. Making shit up, don't know. But I'm going to assume Mama June ain't taking the pictures. I'm going to assume Bessie ain't taking the pictures. Now, she could put up a camera and do it herself, but I'm just going to go out on the limb and say that old boy is helping to take the damn photos of her. So let's get into season 8, episode 2. And if you guys watched the first video, episode 1, a lot of stuff that was episode 2, I kind of mixed together unknowingly, because that's what happens when you watch them back to back and then you don't take no notes. Okay, I ended up mixing some stuff. So we're going to bypass some things, okay? Because if you watch the video, ain't no sense in me bringing it up again. Okay, so we just going to go on with what we know. One thing I can say about Mullet Head, at least he's trying to he's being fair about the situation when it comes to Josh and that whole situation about going to the wedding shower and everything. He basically said, I can see why you pissed off, but then I can see Josh's side too. So at the end of the day, he's trying to like be in the middle. And of course, she gonna say that you just on Jesse's side and Josh's side. It's like it ain't about that. It's about the kid. Why should the kid have to miss out because you guys beefing? Ain't right. And that was his point, and that's everybody's point. Keep the damn kids out of your shit. Let them enjoy, because it don't do much. Why do that to the children? They've been around their family members since birth. And then all of a sudden, because you got to help your ass, you're like, we ain't talking, so we don't need to be having the kids over there. That ain't cool. So I'm glad that he was being the voice of reason, going, take your ass to that damn wedding shower. Grow up and grow up. I'm glad he told her that shit. Now, here's the thing. We're going to talk about them ugly ass dresses that when they went wedding shopping at that little pop-up boutique that Pumpkin and Ellie went to. I love that little girl. However, on this scene, and I think you could agree, that scene was absolutely produced, because that little girl, when she talked, she just rolled off the dome. She just be saying stuff. And that was just so produced. And the fact that she went back there and put out another ugly dress that someone just sewed and put together just says a whole lot about that little put together scene. Okay? Now, the funny thing about season 2, say what you want, y'all. I like Mama June. I like Mama June. She got a bad mouth, but I used to too. If you was with me at the beginning, I used to curse a lot. I'm doing good without using that F word. But I like me some Mama June. Mama June just gonna stay true to herself, and she ain't change it for absolutely nobody. But when she went to do that DIY project, because they was putting the names on the little mason jars and shit. They told her to put an M. She put an S. I said, how could she even see? She blinded one eye, and I'm not even being funny, but it looked like she was having a hard time putting those cups on there. So she tried to figure out, why you taking this girl's last name, because you said you would never take anybody's last name. And then they went into the whole what they do in the bed, and she just assumed that Cheyenne was the one wearing the strap. And then Cheyenne was like, everybody always thinking I'm the boy in the relationship. I'm not the boy in the relationship. Absolutely. Your daughter is the one that be strapping up when we get to going. She strap up. I laughing. And the look on Cheyenne's mama's face was like, can't believe you guys are talking about this. But come on now. Rather know you a real person and this is how you are in real life versus some fake ass energy in my face. Okay, I don't want the fake energy. If this is what you're giving me, Miss June, take what you get, because she been that way the whole time she been on the damn show, and she ain't changed for nobody, and she ain't planning on it. And I don't blame her. She too old to give a shit what people think and how they feel about her mouth and how she roll. Period. Yeah. And then you got poor Justin. Justin, and here's the thing, back to June. Now, June, I'm going to start talking shit about you right now because you sat there and called Cheyenne controlling. But your husband got to go sneak off just to go play with Josh. Your husband shouldn't have to sneak off just to have a friend, because you got that boy going to wedding parties, showers, and I understand he got to drive her everywhere, but sometimes, Justin just be the only one at the damn party with a bunch of cackling females, and I just be feeling sorry for Justin. But he do it. He a good husband. He good for June because he put up with all her shit. So like I said, I like me some Justin. I have to say this and then I'm gonna go. Feel sorry for Josh. I watched season 7 and the last episode of the breakup and the divorce, and when Jessica spilled the beans, and I just felt so bad for Josh because he really thought he had a chance to go back with this girl. And what I feel bad about for him is the scene when he said, being on his own is different, and I can understand that. You've spent every day of your life with these kids, every waking moment with these kids, every day with these kids, and then one day, that's not your life. You're living in a 1-bedroom apartment by yourself, and now you're doing drop-offs. And for him, drop-offs is just like, that's hard. That's what took me back in my head to when my son was going through it with his baby mama and the whole custody thing. And I remember the first couple of times, because I would have to go with him to pick up my granddaughters to make sure there wasn't no weird shit gonna go on. And I remember the first time we picked up the girls after a month of not seeing them, and then we had to take them back and do the drop off. I just remember my son crying, I'm crying, and my 2-year-old granddaughter, she just, as she was walking off, she just kept looking back because she didn't understand, like, what the fuck? Like, why am I going, like, why you ain't coming with us? Type of shit. And it was funny, the 1-year-old, when we put her in the stroller and her mama put her face to kiss her, the 1-year-old slapped her in the face. I died laughing, just slapped her like, I don't even want to be around you. What's going on? But this shit ain't cool. Where we going? Why daddy ain't coming with us? But you know, I get that. I get all of that. So I just feel bad for Josh. And being that this girl has went left and probably cheated a lot of times, now she a fangirl and she dating the cousin. Yeah, I agree with the person in the comments. They ain't getting back together. I wouldn't be able to come back from that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That would just be too much. Anyway, that's it. That's all, y'all. I gotta go watch episode 3. It just popped up. It wasn't on there yesterday, so I gotta go watch episode 3. So I'll probably be doing that tomorrow, and then I want to do a video on updates on these Love After Lockup people, because y'all, there's a few little updates. So I just want to go over because I just want to do something. Anyway, don't be an asshole. Thanks for showing up when I show up, and I'll see y'all with something else later. Bye.